अस्सलाम-ओ-allaikum व्यूवर्स, कैसे हैं आप सब। आज मैं आपके सामने लेकर आई हूँ cs605 सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग 2 के मोस्ट रिपीटेड एमसीक्यूज सॉल्व्ड। फर्स्ट पे क्वेश्चन हमारे पास गिवन है, अ लॉ अफर्मिंग दैट टू कंटिन्यू आफ्टर अ सर्टेन लेवल ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस हैज़ बीन रीच्ड विल रिजल्ट in a decline in effectiveness. This law is known as law of diminishing returns. Next question number 2. In dash, our team is structured along a traditional hierarchy of authority. Right option, closed paradigm. Next है MMTC is the abbreviation of mean time to change. ये मोस्ट रिपीटेड MCQ तो जो बार बार पेपर्स में रिपीट हो रहे हैं. The rapid application development model is a high-speed adaptation of the linear sequential model. While managing the historical data, we should consider the following except data should be collected only from scientific project and applications. Quality cost may be divided into cost associated with prevention, appraisal, and failure. When a software is delivered to client and then client report the bug in it, then the bug is termed as defect. The dash model is used to overcome issues related to the understanding and capturing of user requirement, rapid prototyping. The software plan is not a static document. It is frequently adjusted to make the project appear on the track to meet all the deadlines and quality targets. True. Timeline chart is also known as the dash chart, Gantt chart. The process at dash is focused on continually improving process performance through both incremental and innovative technological changes and improvement. Level 5, right option. In order to measure the design quality, if the frequency of ripple defect is too large, then it means that there is tight coupling and hence the design is not maintainable. The only reason for an estimate to be unreliable is lack of experience related to the application on the part of the estimator. Right option, false. False statement है ये. Next है, usually the performance of the organization change overnight. True. False. Formal method model of software development makes use of mathematical method to all of the given. तमाम ऑप्शन करेक्ट है. नेक्स्ट है, which one of the following describe the data and control to be processed? Function, performance, constraints, interfaces and reliability. Right option, software scope estimation. Next है, the project are classified into following categories except marketing development project. Quantitative process in improvement objective for the organization are established, continually revised to reflect changing business objectives at level 5. Reliability of a software is a non-functional requirement. Build and fix model is a dash type of software development activity, haphazard. Next है, dash is not the part of software development loop task set. The level of CMM is known as initial. Build and fix model is a dash type of software, haphazard. Repeat हो चुका है. Next है, according to the DeMarco, a good project manager should have a big heart and should ignore all small mistakes. The best project team organizational model to use when tackling extremely difficult problem is the chief programmer team model. Right option, democratic decentralized model. Which factor is the least important when choosing the organizational structure for a software team? Size of the project budget. Product and process decomposition occurs simultaneously as the project plan evolves. True. Measuring the quality and performance of a software through any mean is much better than just making a guess about it. True. The extent to which a program satisfies its specification and fulfills the customer's mission objectives is said to be achieving the usability. Right option है correctness. Integrity means that the software should withstand the attack from a hacker. Ambiguous requirement can be measured quantitatively. True, which is used to determine the most viable option for cost estimation when the information is the expected cost equal path probability multiply estimated path cost. Degree of uncertainty that the product will meet its requirement and be fit for its intended use is the performance risk. The spiral model of software development is of iterative nature. True. Dash is data that influences an elementary process of the application being counted control information. Empirical model are statistical model and are based upon historic data. True. An entity which defines many-to-many relationship between two or more entities is called associative entity type. Next है software risk impact assessment should focus on consequences affecting performance, support, cost, schedule. Every task or group of tasks should be associated with a project milestone. Next है every task should be assigned to a specific team member. Which one is not the software project planning activity carried out by the project manager for estimation product quality? The higher the error index, the higher will be the defect removal efficiency. False. Next है while performing risk analysis, the impact of risk cannot be measured quantitatively. False. Degree of uncertainty that the product will meet its requirement and be fit for its intended use is the performance risk. Proactive risk management philosophy is also sometimes termed as Indiana Jones School of Risk Management. False. The number of people required for a software project is determined after an estimate of the development effort is made. Defect removal efficiency (DRE) can be measured by where E is error found delivery and D is error found after delivery. Right option number A. Next है integrity means that the software should withstand the attack from a hacker. In function point analysis technique, EO stand for external output. Next है which of these software characteristics are used to determine the scope of a software project? Information, objective, function, performance. In Dash, a team is structured closely and depend on individual initiative of the team members. Random paradigm. Next है in Dash, a team is structured along a traditional hierarchy of authority. Closed paradigm. Dash is the first stage of waterfall life cycle model. Requirement definition. Dash is not the management part of software development activities. Right option project planning. Next है software process and product quality are controlled at level 4. QA is an activity performed dash of the software development at the initial stage, at the final stage, throughout, at the middle. Right option throughout. Dash the ability of encourage people to create and feel creative. Right option innovation. Managerial identity. Next है Capper Jones divided software related activities into dash different categories 25. By default, every organization is working at level 1. Next है software engineering is the set of dash and dash to develop software, process and tools. processes and tools. Next, a software has very close relationship with economics. COCOMO is the classic LOC cost estimation formula and used 1000 delivered sorts instructions. Right option unit as his dash of size unit. Dash deadline is one of the reason of project failure. Unrealistic. Dash model is very sensitive to the risk spiral. Dash is the ability to encourage technical scope to produce to their best motivation. Capper-John is famous researcher in the field of Dash who made a company named Software. Right option software engineering. Next है Reel has defined dash step process to improve the chances of success. 5 steps होते हैं इसमें. Next है in dash model user feedback is received very quickly because product is delivered in small version, incremental. Dash approach is better for the team spirit's point of view, democratic, decentralized. Construction activities are directly related to the dash of the software development. Continuous process improvement is enabled by dash feedback from the dash. Right option qualitative feedback from the process. Next है the major activity related to the software construction are requirement gathering, design development, coding and testing. If requirements are uncertain, dash will be suitable. Waterfall. Capability Maturity Model (CMM) is used to judge the dash model of an organization maturity. After passing through all the stages of the software development, when we deploy the new system at the user side, that stage is called status queue. Defects per function points are dash metric 1. Dash is measure of how many defects are removed by the quality assurance process before the product is shipped. For operation, defect removal efficiency. For software, the total number of requirements are equal to functional requirement and non-functional requirement. In capability maturity model (CMM), dash perform optimization level 5. If the software developer is going to develop software for a nuclear reactor, which factor will be more important? Both B and C. Next है capability maturity model has dash level 5. Fred Brooks is famous software engineer who wrote a great book related to software engineering named Mythical Man Month. W588 principle consists of 7 questions. In rational unified process, RUP horizontal dimension represent the dash aspect of the process dynamic. There are two very different approaches to cost estimation. The older approach is called LOC estimation since it is dash on initially estimating the number of lines of code that will need to be developed for the project based. Task coordinators are appointed for a short period of time in dash organization, team structure, democratic, decentralized. Dash model is opposite to waterfall model prototype. MOI model of leadership was developed by Weinberg. Each process defines certain deliverable known as the dash work products. Dash procedures include QA activities, design and code review, and status meetings, formal and interpersonal. According to DeMarco, a good team leader should have only dash characteristics, 4 characteristics. Synchronize and stabilize model is adopted by Microsoft. Extreme performing programming model is very effective when requirements are very dash and the project scope is very dash, changing and limited. Dash model is haphazard type of software development activity, build and fix. Waterfall model is a document driven model. True. Dash paradigm structure a team loosely and depend on individual initiative of the team members. Random. Spiral model has dash dimensions, 2 dimensions. The dash model of software development is a good approach when core product is required quickly, incremental, linear, या prototyping. Right option incremental. In dash team organization, there is no permanent leader, rather there are task coordinators. Right option democratic, decentralized. Dash model is developed keeping in mind the element of risk in the development of software. Right option spiral. Vision phase is a software process focus on why. Rapid application development is another form of incremental model. Next है dash phase is in a software process focus on change maintenance. Dash model is adopted by software synchronize and stabilize. Dash team generate more and better solution than individual and are most useful for decentralized. The dash model of software development is a good approach when core product is required quickly, incremental. The dash model of software development is useful approach when a customer cannot define prototyping. The dash model has a major drawback in that the delivered product may not fulfill the customer's requirement. Right option waterfall. MOI model of leadership stand for motivation, organization, innovation. Dash activities performed throughout the software production, quality assurance. In dash model, the product is developed without any proper design and specification, build and fix. Software project management focus on 4: people, product, process, project. The dash dimension in rational unified process model represent the dynamic aspect of the process, horizontal. The important feature of extreme programming is the concept of pair programming. In software development, dash is performed at the end of each phase, verification. Unrealistic deadline is not one of the reasons of project failure. False. Software dash relates individual software measure to provide a normalized view metric. We need to employ some statistical techniques and plot the results dash. They are known as graphically statistical control techniques. Right option graphically है. Quality can be measured if we measure the dash of the product all of the given options. Several entities are always created dash and deleted together. Then this is a strong indication that they should be grouped into dash logical file or files together and single. Dash give you a better insight into the state of the process or product. Right option metric. Determination of the dash is prerequisite of all sort of estimates including resources, time and budget, software scope. When more than one user interprets the same requirement in different ways, then we can say that the requirements are ambiguous. The extent to which a program satisfies its specification and fulfill the customer mission objective is correctness. Next है In case some software it is extremely easy to operate with intuitive interface conforming to most excellent. Right option, less than 1 hour training. Next है metric to access the quality of the analysis model and the corresponding software specification work proposed Davis in 1993. This chart is then used to develop the individual control chart is called statistical control technique. Yes. Which statement is correct? The greater the dependency between the component, the greater is coupling. Function or test matrix is type of project status report. The most important objective of any engineering activity is to produce high quality product with the limited resources and time. Extent to which access to software or data by unauthorized person can be controlled and called integrity. The amount of computing resources required by program to perform its function is efficiency. Dash technique was initially developed for manufacturing process in 1920 by control chart. In measuring software process quality by using control charts, if the gap between the defect reported and defect fixed is increasing, then it means the product is in unstable condition. A dash entity is the one which have any dash in the problem domain without some other entity, none of the given. ILF is a dash identifiable group of logically controlled informations dash the boundary the application user within the boundary the application. Next है in context of moving range and individual control chart, UNPL stand for upper natural process limit. Effort required to test a program to ensure that it performs its intended function. Testability. Next है the extent to which program can be expected to perform its intended function with required precision is reliability. Which one of the following is not a useful indicator of software quality? Cold size. Which one of the following does not belong to strategy for dealing with risk? Security risk assessment. 3 categories of risk are project risk, technical risk, business risk. The software engineering process model includes restructuring activities for which of the following work? All of the given. Option 1. Graphical technique for determining whether a process exhibits out of control change behavior is a control chart. The first step in project planning is to establish the objective and scope. FAST is the abbreviation of Facilitated Application Specification Technique. Defect per unit function point is a metric. Chart that is used to develop the individual control chart is called statistical control technique. Dash is the set of tools and techniques to use to develop software engineering. The characteristic of well-developed software are all of the above. SC is a balancing act. Yes. Dash is the process of balancing among different characteristics of software development. Dash is directly related to the development of the software management construction. Dash basic project management process established to track cost, schedule and functionality has level 2. Change control is not necessary if a development group is making use of automated project database tool. False. Which of the following principal technique is not software project scheduling? Function point analysis. Which of the following is 4th level of SCI capability maturity model managed? Which one of the following activity does not belong to risk mitigation, monitoring and management plan? Risk projection. The prototyping model of software development is a useful approach when a customer cannot define requirements clearly, which maturity level is characterized by statement given the right option level 2. Next है defect prevention is defined as finding and fixing error after insertion. Which activity does a software project manager need to perform to minimize the risk of software failure? Right option define milestones and track progress. The linear sequential model of the software development is known as classical life cycle model. Doubling the size of your software project team is guaranteed to cut project completion time in half. False. Which of these benefits can be achieved when software is restricted? All of the given option. Dash QA answer technique. QA technique involve typically execution of software and the observation of program behavior testing. Next, a dash test verifies the correct handling of the external function provided by the software black box. The quality inspection of the user are that a software system perform useful function that both A and B. Incomplete requirement gathering can result in the dash of the project failure of the project. Next, the root cause of project failure are creep requirement. Incomplete configuration identification document may result in right option ABC. Dash is a bad smell when a change require lot of little changes in a lot of different classes. Shotgun surgery. If you find the code such that one type of change required changing one subset of method, another type of change required changing another subset, it is symptom of divergent change. Software refactoring is process in which architecture of the software changes. Dash integrates system and software disciplines into single process improvement framework for introducing new discipline as need arise. CMMI right option. Next, following are the reason for project failure except the name of the software. Main characteristic of Dash model is risk analysis and management waterfall. Right option spiral. In Dash, there is both vertical and horizontal communication controlled, decentralized. Next, in the software development lifecycle, soon the defect is detected with result in decrease in the software cost. Dash testing verify the correct implementation of internal unit structure and relationship among white box. Testing and software quality assurance activity are exactly similar activity with different names. फाल्स. आज का हमारा लेक्चर यहीं तक था. ये मोस्ट भी एमसीक्यू जो बार बार पेपर में रिपीट हो रहे हैं. ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज़.